It was a tough week last week, and 6 teams are on bye in week 12, but let's see if we can find some players to start in our fantasy lineups this week. At quarterback, I'm taking Carson Wentz. He's got so many weapons now. Zach Ertz was unstoppable on Sunday night, and he's going against the Saints, who give up the most fantasy points to quarterbacks. At running back, don't forget about PHILLIP Lindsay of the Broncos. They're coming off a bye week, and they need to get Lindsay the ball more, and he's going up against a Chargers team that has trouble covering backs out of the backfield. At wide receiver, I don't believe I'm saying this, but Amari Cooper is the guy for me. I don't like the Cowboys offense. I didn't like Cooper this preseason, but somehow you put them together and it works. Playing against the Falcons also, who give up the 4th most fantasy points to wide receivers. And at tight end, you have to pick on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense, and I'm doing it with the Giants tight end, Evan Ingram. If you have Ingram, it's the perfect time to start him. Here are the guys that I'm not really bullish on this week in terms of fantasy. Number 1, at quarterback, Kirk Cousins of the Vikings. Even coming off a bye week, he faces the Chicago Bears, who lead the NFL with 16 interceptions. At running back, Joe Mixon. I love the fact that the Bengals hired Hugh Jackson to help them with analytics after he was fired by Cleveland. It's not going to work, especially with the Ravens being the toughest defense in fantasy against running backs. At wide receiver, a big week last week for Allen Robinson of the Bears, but don't get too excited about it. The Vikings have a much better pass defense than the Detroit Lions do. And at tight end, speaking of big games, you can't get much bigger than what Ebron did last week. 2 touchdown catches, 1 touchdown rush, but his snap counts are going way down, and the Titans have allowed the fewest yards to tight ends and no touchdowns to the position.